Alright, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I am back, and it is time for some more AlphaStar action. We are blessed to have this robot, which is really darn good at Starcraft 2. Today, we'll see how much of that skill it needs, as it's going to be taking on a Platinum hero. This being the AlphaStar mid iteration. So not the very best, not the worst AlphaStar we have, and it's an Alpha Protoss. And yeah, the match is gonna be kicking off here. We have to check out every single AlphaStar match. That's the promise I made to you guys, and that includes the Platinum heroes trying to knock down a super expensive, super smart, on the forefront of technology AI. And we'll see if this guy has what it takes. Personally, I don't know if I'd have much of a better chance than a Platinum player to try and bring down AlphaStar, as it seems to just slap everyone down, no matter the league. But there's always a chance, right? I feel as if AlphaStar was freely available for someone like me to play. I'd just play that AI until I beat it once. It wouldn't matter how long it would take. I'd just try every little strategy that I could, probably a lot of cheese. However, this Platinum player, not showing as any cheese yet, being a very respectful player. The map is New Repugnancy, and yeah, this Zerg so far just opening up pretty darn normal, pretty darn average. AlphaStar all the while just getting a Nexus, Cybercore up, nothing out of the ordinary. AlphaStar's probe being a little bit of a jerk. For now, though, if we look at the game, I mean, it seems that this Platinum player is just playing pretty normal. It's not like they're completely delaying their economy or anything like that, making any major blunders or whatever. I think we need to see an Overlord start. There we go. Then it'll be the Queens getting fired up next, and just a nice Zerg opening. Queens! All right, I was saying he was doing a good job not floating any money, but here he is up to about 600 resources. That ain't what you want. That ain't it. AlphaStar gonna have an Adept getting Chrono boosted out, normal opening. Interestingly enough, this iteration of AlphaStar goes for the Robo right away, as opposed to the Stargate, which I'd say AlphaStar goes for the vast majority of time. Gas is still being mined by this Platinum player. 8 Lings have been made, so this makes me curious if it's gonna be some aggression or just a very strong early defense. Having those 8 Lings to shut down that first Adept, quite an extreme amount. However, if you have difficulty with a particular unit, making small tweaks in your build like that ain't too bad. No speed has been started for the Platinum player just yet, which makes me curious whether that's a mistake or whether he's saving that gas for something else. I'm not sure. We may never know, but oh, this is already looking pretty bad. Those Lings, those extra Lings he made, 6 of them ran off by themselves and got cut up. These 2 attempts could just be about to murder this Platinum player, as that's just how good AlphaStar's Adepts are. More Lings being made for the Platinum player. Speed gets fired up, however the speed is quite late compared to what it realistically should be. Another Overlord needs to get fired up too if the Platinum player is going to continue unit production, as he's going to be supply blocked pretty soon. Looks like an Adept runs into the main base, going to start executing some drones. Oh gosh, it's horrible. There's one Adept just starting to kill drones. 6 kills already is pretty darn cushy for an Adept, and I was hoping for some brilliance coming out of this Platinum player, but as 2 more Adept shade in, I'm starting to lose faith, ladies and gentlemen. Slap that like button for, let's see, 5 dead drones at the 4-minute mark, so let's aim for 9 likes on this video. If we can do that, that would be awesome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of just in disbelief. I'm not sure what to say, as AlphaStar is kind of just doing what like a GM player does to like a Platinum player or something. Just slaughter them with a couple of units and dance on their corpse, pretty much. It's a shame AlphaStar doesn't know how to slash dance. Otherwise, I feel like this would just be a dancing situation as we watch the Platinum player just lose more and more drones. AlphaStar is killing them quicker than they can be rebuilt, so that drone count is in free fall. More and more drones being focused down. AlphaStar is just like, hey, these Adept units are pretty good. A creep tumor gets popped down by the Platinum player. I'm not sure what the intent was there, but whatever he was trying to do, this ain't it. This ain't good. This ain't what you want. These Adepts could be caught, but if the Platinum player wins you know, I'm usually pretty, I usually hold back a fair bit, but if the Platinum player wins this game, I will eat my own, I'm looking at the objects in front of me, I will eat my coffee mug. That's it. I'll just go to town, chewing on that porcelain, getting shards in my teeth, because that's how little faith I have for this Platinum player to win this game right now. Yeah, this is not looking too good. AlphaStar is about to execute this poor ladder Zerg. The Lings run right on into all them Zealots, all those Adepts. The charge isn't done yet, but once it is, this one Zergling survives. It's just running away. It's like, oh, they're coming, what do we do? Oh, and then he just dies and drops down dead. These 3 queens are like, all right, we got this, we don't got this, oh god, we're supposed to be the Zerg, but instead we're the ones getting swarmed. AlphaStar's is going to make a pile of goop out of this Zerg, and GG gets called. That was painful, but fortunately, we've got another game. Okay, and for our next trick, it is going to be Alpha Zerg. You're going to be taking on Diamond Terran player. I'm honestly excited to see a Diamond Terran player try and take on AlphaStar, because the Diamond Terrans, or just lower league Terrans in general, seem to kind of have their own style, I'd say, more so than like a lower Zerg or a lower Protoss. Like, it seems like lower Zerg will almost always try and replicate a Pro style. A lower Protoss might make a bunch of Void Rays or something, but they'll probably play more standard, seemingly, than a Diamond Terran who will just be like, you know what, Mass Thormech, let's do it. Or, you know what, let's just start making battle cruisers off of one base or something like that. Why not build 16 siege tanks with 2 Marines as anti-air? Things like that. And so I'm excited to see how that'll clash against this AlphaStar iteration. We are on the map King's Cove. And yeah, we'll just wait for things to get a moving here, get a rolling. While you are waiting for the action to really kick off, I pull up that production tab. Nothing's going on just yet, so it's actually a great idea and a great time to join my Discord server, as we're going to be announcing a viewer tournament pretty soon, I think. Just working out the kinks or whatever, or working out ideas and whatnot. I want to do it well, as it is a nice way to say thanks to the community and whatnot. And yeah, so if you want to come check out a viewer tournament, I think that would be something that would be really fun to do. As, yeah, there'll even be a cash prize, too. Just something fun. Probably do, like, a live stream of it or something like that. Alpha Zerg going for a very quick 3rd hatchery. Spawning pool on the way. No gas yet for AlphaStar, so playing that gasless, very, very mineral-focused style. This is what lets the Zerg just build up a powerful economy super-duper-duper quick. All the while, this Terran player has his Reaper on the way, so we'll see. What is AlphaStar going to do against the elite micro of a Diamond Terran player? I do not know. Here's a question for you viewers out there while we watch this Reaper barrel across the map. Any of you have standing desks? I'm looking to maybe get one of those sit or stand desks so I can maybe do a little bit of better commentating, because when you're standing straight or when you're standing up or sitting up really straight, then it does help with the enunciation and stuff. That's a fact. And so I thought, you know, that would be good for me, good for my health, get me off my feet and whatnot. I don't want to destroy my body through years and years of gaming, so getting something like that sooner rather than later is probably a good idea, even though they can be a little bit pricey. But if any of you have those, let me know. Did you like it, or is it something that you just never use? Was it a waste of money? Is it a pain? Do you have any brands you recommend, if you have any? If you do, let me know in the comments. The Reaper scouts at the 3rd base. The Diamond player hasn't lost his Reaper yet, so he's clearly better at Terran than I, because my Reapers just have a knack for dying. And then we take a look. The Diamond player on double gas, just getting that up. A bunker already at the natural. A Terran player after my own heart. Reaper even going to be trying to grab one of these drones. Keep in mind, AlphaStar really delayed its speed. Oh, the Diamond Terran player even gets a drone. What a god. If this was a normal normal TVZ, this Reaper would have been dead by Speedlings already, as Speed would have finished. But oh man, look at this guy go! Oh no! Oh, he flew too close to the sun and the Reaper dies. That is not what you want. But yeah, he saw that the gas was just starting, so he actually was like, oh yeah, Speed's gonna be a ways off. That's good to know. And I actually really commend the Terran player for identifying that. We take a look at this. This is a bit of an odd build for the Terran. He's making Marines off a reactor, a factory, and then a medivac out of his starport, so potentially going for some very early aggression and quite a big push. This isn't your usual aggression from a Terran, just Marines and tanks. This is the kind of push a Terran would do against a Protoss. Not something that's often done against a Zerg because it puts you so far out on the map. It's such a big commitment. However, I dig it. Let's see it. Just charge across the map with your medivac, siege tanks, and Marines. Maybe even bring a few SCVs to build some bunkers, because why not? Because you're a classy fellow like that. Okie dokie, a lair is on the way for AlphaStar. Roach Warren as well. The Roach Warren would be very useful at dealing with a Marine-based push, because we all know Marines don't necessarily cut it against Roaches. Sure, when the Marines have 3-3 and the Roaches only have 2-2 and there's a bajillion stim Marines, yeah, the Marines do alright against the Roaches, but in low numbers and low economic situations like this is not what you want. Interestingly enough, the Diamond player actually just throws up a third CC. He isn't planning on going for a push at all. He starts Stim Pack. He starts his 1-1 upgrades, which is quite bizarre, as this is a very odd way to go about macroing up. When you macro up, you usually just try and make the bare bones units. Instead, he's just kind of middle of the roading it. A very safe play, I suppose. And I can honestly really respect this if you're someone in Diamond League who's used to getting hit by like odd Void Ray timings or Nidus Worms that are spewing out purely Mutalisk, that kind of thing. Not that that makes any logistical sense, but you guys get the point. A Medivac drop is going to be moving out for the Diamond player, just light aggression against AlphaStar. AlphaStar is going for a Spire, getting up that third base, macroing away. So we'll see how exactly this game's going to even out. I'd be a little bit happier if the Diamond player completed this wall, as those Lings did sneak through there, so we know that's not a solid wall. The rocks can be a bit tricky at times. The third base, however, will be done for the Diamond player at a rather reasonable time. He's going to have superior upgrades to AlphaStar, seeing as how AlphaStar is committing its resources into a flock of mutas. The drop for the Terran is going to be moving towards the natural base. The Spore Crawler starts shooting away at the Medivac. These Marines without Stim could be tight pressed to find too much damage. And here comes in the Marines, but there are Queens in position, so it might honestly be better just to get out of there. Yeah, this Medivac probably just wants to go home, honestly. Maybe unload at the front, try and pick off some creep. The Spore Crawler, though, did its job. AlphaStar fires up 12 Mutalisk, which is quite scary. It's not often that a Zerg, at 7 minutes of the game, is firing up 12 Mutas. AlphaStar does have quite a good economy, though, and we are starting to see the Diamond player move out. So this game is going to start heating up now. An Armory is on the way, so 2-2 will be able to start for the Diamond player. Combat Shield isn't queued to research up, though, which is a bit concerning. It's the classic Terran blunder for getting Combat Shield. And I am starting to worry a little bit for the Diamond player, because these mutas are going to be flying on in. There isn't a single turret built. And dealing with mutas bouncing around your base is not something that's easy to do. You need to be a very high-level Terran to defend versus mutas with just bio. Like, they'll just bounce around and just tear you to pieces. Lings will charge in different directions and all sorts of things like that. So SCVs having to evacuate before too many of them are picked off, but you got to be sending units every which direction, because that's where the mutas are going to go. There should be some Marines waiting at this third base. Instead, the Terran player is just chasing after his own tail, pretty much. Just never going to be able to catch these mutas. Turrets are starting up in the main base, but one of them, well, two are going to be getting up. Looks like some Marines are engaging the mutas towards the third. 2-2 starts up for the Diamond player. No Combat Shield just yet, though. No turrets at the natural, no turrets at the third. So the damage potential for these mutas is going to keep going up. And I am quite concerned for the Diamond player, because Lingbane Muta is not something that you fare well against as a lower level Terran, because you got to split your Marines against the Banelings, and that is not something that works well, which is honestly why I recommend you mech at a lower level if you're a Terran player. as the bio can be quite challenging, at least in my experience anyway. These Marines, though, going to catch AlphaStar, a little bit of an Alpha derp. Fortunately, the Terran player wasn't also paying attention. He could have definitely grabbed more of those mutas if he stimmed sooner. He's got quite a strong army, but AlphaStar is also building up quite a strong army too. Lots of mutas, lots of drones, heavily up on supply, both workers and army. So we could just be seeing our Terran boy march to his death across the map with no combat shield just yet. And dealing with Lingbane Muta, particularly without combat shield, is not a good feeling. Lots of turrets are up at the natural. Those will buy a bit of time, but we're going to have to see our Diamond friends start pushing forward, make a miracle happen. Probably the sooner better than later before the Baneling count reaches too high, as AlphaStar doesn't actually have that many Banelings since it's been committing so heavily to mutas, so we actually need to see AlphaStar morph in a ton of Banelings right now. You got a good gas bank, 500 gas scores you a lot of Banelings. SCV is going to start repairing this turret against the mutas. However, there is too many mutas, so the third base of the Terran going to be under fire. He's got to decide what to do, and it looks like the decision is to pull back, but that is not going to give me faith for him in this game, as pulling back against mutas, giving the Zerg so much time. This is not what you want as the Terran. These Marines going to engage the mutas, but there's simply too many mutas, so the Marines are just mutalisk food. Medivacs could get picked off as well. AlphaStar microing these mutas pretty darn well, all things considered. And yeah, this is just not going the Diamond player's way. We're seeing AlphaStar essentially chew with its food, just fly around with these mutas nonstop while also macroing up. AlphaStar's floating a bit of a bank, so it can afford to just trade out units nonstop. This bio ball is still quite scary, but with a decent number of Banelings, AlphaStar should be able to deal with it. That supply depot wall, not complete. Depot's also lowered, not a good sign for the Terran. Looks like some Marines are coming in, but they aren't really attacking properly. There we go, now they're going to attack. Looks like that Zerg army does get dealt with, but we need to see more Medivacs made for the Diamond player, because on top of having lower HP due to lack of combat shield, his Marines are now also stimmed. So my concern is starting to grow and grow and grow for the Diamond player, as this is just classic one player outmatching the other. The Muta's going to head in towards the third base, start killing off more and more SCVs. The Terran player just not showing us to split up his army. Like if he puts half of his army here, sends half of it after the Mutas, well, there's the Banelings, so he probably wants the whole army. But one stim and his army is going to be garbage. AlphaStar losing some Mutas, a bit of a micro mistake. So the game, I mean, I'm not sure what to say. Banelings are going to start rolling forward. There is enough of the bio. The Terran player going to try and pull some of his units backwards, start moving across the map. He's actually going to trade pretty darn well against what AlphaStar has, particularly due to the upgrade lead. However, I mean, the supply is still pretty much a dead giveaway this game. What's going on? The Diamond player has got no combat shield yet, and I'm a little bit concerned. Yeah, we take a look. Lots more Lings on the way for AlphaStar. As long as it honestly, AlphaStar can just A-move, max out 200 Lings, charge in with the Mutas. Who needs Banelings is what AlphaStar is showing us this game. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned for the Diamond player. I'm actually a lot concerned. But to be fair, the second I saw Diamond player going up against AlphaStar, I was like, oh, well, I think I have an idea of how this is going to work out. Marauder's stimming after the Mutas because the Diamond player doesn't want his units to eat all those Banelings, so he's going to try and buffer properly, but oh, these Marines rather clumped up. Oh, some pretty big Baneling connections get off. All the while the Mutas hit the third base. The turrets that were built are no match. The Diamond player is just being kept back at home so long. His macro simply can't keep up. He could be about to lose his third base, which is going to make this situation even worse for him. He's got to repair that. A few of the Mutas are getting picked off, but we need to see this base repair. Oh no, I know Mutas are ravaging the base as this is going on, but the third base is a pretty important one, and it is going to fall. Sad times to be had, sad times all around, as AlphaStar is just tearing this Diamond player to pieces. I have no thirds, the Diamond Terran has no third CC, no hope. Mutas for AlphaStar kind of doing funny micro things. 32 have actually gone down, which is an insanely high number. However, take a look at this. The third base of the Diamond player is non-existent. Some units are still hanging out, but they ain't gonna be able to take on all these Lings. Mutas at least can't attack the third base, so the Diamond player doesn't have to worry about that anymore. A couple more Mutas being caught. AlphaStar hasn't been showing us the best army control, but it's still got enough army that it doesn't really matter. These Marines without combat shield still. Where's the combat shield, buddy? Where is it? Where's the combat shield? You gotta make it. I mean, he's doing a pretty good pre-split on his Marines. He's catching AlphaStar's Mutas. I'd be very surprised. I'm not gonna make a promise about eating a porcelain cup, but yeah. Let's see. Marines, Marauders stepping on a creep for the Diamond player. He is half the supply of AlphaStar. 18 Banelings or more for AlphaStar. That should be all the AI needs, in my opinion, to take care of this. The Marines are pre-split pretty darn well by the Diamond player, but without combat shield, the upgrades are now evened up. Without fully healed units, since the medivacs are overworked, this is going to be tough. The Marines stem forward. Yeah, this ain't it. AlphaStar got a very good split, gonna be coming in, just crashing the Banelings forward. The army of the Diamond player is gonna fall. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm thinking that this is gonna be towards the end. Maybe it's gonna drag on a little longer, but hit that like button as we wait. I think I said something like 9 likes for the goal for this video. The Diamond player takes care of that Baneling, but there's simply just not enough for him. Gonna save 2 of those units. A few more Marines and Marauders crossing the map, but yeah. I think you're dead, son. You tried, you did your best against AlphaStar, but the Muta's just doing the classic pull the Terran player apart. That's exactly what a Zerg wants when they're playing with Mutas, just to bounce between bases and have the Terran running around in circles non-stop. The Lings and Banes gonna cross the map for AlphaStar. We wait. We wait for the death blow, for the AI to strike down mankind. A few Banelings gonna start just rolling forward. It's kind of like an arcade game as the Diamond player tries to take care of those, but the Banelings don't really care. Doing a little bit of staggering there, AlphaStar. Maybe it's learned to secretly BM, who knows? And it's just not doing it often to hide it from the developers. Looks like a planetary has been made for the third base. That's one way to try and defend it, to try and hold on. So that's kind of cool for the Diamond player, but the Mutas unfortunately do not care about planetary fortresses, as planetary fortresses can't shoot up despite it being the year 2020. Jokes aside, that would be horrible if planetary fortresses could shoot up. Marines not going to stand against the Mutas, more Lings flooding in. The production of the Terran going to be compromised. The PF is getting repaired until it wasn't getting repaired, and now it's dead, and now the Terran player is dead. Thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been LaughNgamez. Join the Discord. Press that like button. I'll see you next time.